Good evening from Anfield. 24 hours ago, Liverpool and Manchester United played out 90 minutes of football that have rightly been acclaimed as one of the finest the English League has seen for many, many years. Two great clubs locked horns, United, the runaway leaders in the Premiership, Liverpool, determined to match them on the night. The atmosphere was absolutely incredible, so was the match. Here's the highlights, and Clyde Tilsley is the commentator.
It's the old firm game of English football. There's no fiercer rivalry in the land, and a red raw atmosphere inside Anfield, reminiscent of great nights gone by. Liverpool remain the standard setters for champion teams, and when you look at their team, it's difficult to understand why they're 21 points off the champion pace. Injuries have again been a factor, but Julian Dix and John Barnes both return to the starting lineup tonight. Still absent from the Manchester United side, Lee Sharp and Mark Hughes, but you'd hardly know it really. Paul Ince is back at the heart of the team. Brian Robson steps down to sub. Brian McClare will operate in midfield with Ryan Giggs down the middle. Philip Don is the man with the whistle. Whether he'll be able to make it heard tonight is another matter. It's the last leg of a daunting holiday programme for the leaders, which they've survived relatively unscathed so far. Manchester United have actually drawn 4 of their last 7 matches since the start of December, but they've actually increased their lead at the top in the process. Barnes starting on the left, Dix quickly getting ahead of him. Pills for handball against Bruce, it's a throw. There'll be a lot of appealing tonight. Here is Dix. In towards Rush. Bruce was there. Ince was there. This is Clark. Rush. Chance of foul. Oh! Well, that would have broken the ice. 47 seconds. And Robbie Fowler's dream star ends up buried in the cop. He hasn't really looked like missing since he came into the side in September. But that was high of the target. And a great opportunity inside the first minute goes begging. 14 goals in 21 games so far. Saturday's match between Manchester United and Leeds United rather got lost in tactical thought. But it looks like this one's going to be played as much with the heart as the head. Parker. Fowler's across, and Fowler's won the throw. Redknapp, Barnes, Clough. Redknapp, no chance for Liverpool, but Schmeichel's quickly out. Header was by Irwin. Seeking out Giggs this time. Right across. And the cameraman got a close-up view of that little tangle. It's a corner. Bruce and Pallister are on the way. Right again. Up above Pallister at the near post. Game off to a roaring start. Right once more. Redknapp made a bit of a hash of it. Pallister underneath it. Bruce with the shot, headed away by John Barnes, deep in defence. This is Cantona. Bruce! It's there! It's Manchester United have got the early goal. Steve Bruce, the centre-half with the centre-forward's eye for goal. Just 9 minutes gone, and the Manchester United New Year's party goes on and on. Liverpool trying to regroup off the corner. Rather lost track of Steve Bruce. And Steve Bruce's 7th goal of the season is Manchester United's 50th league goal of the season. And Manchester United ring in the new with an early goal. McManaman. Jones. Here's Giggs. Cantona who set up the goal. It's come all the way through from Roy Keane. Liverpool a little bit stretched, McClare's in there and it needed Nigel Clough to intervene. Redknapp. Jones. Finds Rush. Fowler pitting away to his right. He's got Redknapp here to his left. Dix to his left. Here is Julian Dix. John Barnes. Well, his comeback's been a little stop-start so far, but the signs are promising for Liverpool and for John Barnes. But they'll need a touch of magic or two from him tonight if the start is anything to go by. Jones towards Fowler. Pallister and Smythe, a little breakdown in communication. A little bit of an argument in that Manchester United defence. Jones again. Redknapp. Right. Jones. Oh, an instant slip. And here's Fowler with another chance. Straight to Schmeichel. Well, Liverpool will be hoping that Robbie Fowler doesn't have to wait as long as Ian Rush did for his first goal against Manchester United. Pallister actually slipped over and then Ince quite literally slipped. And Fowler is left-footed, but he couldn't make it curling up. And Wright and Ruddock have left that to each other. And here's Ryan Giggs with a chance. Well, they're coming thick and fast. They're two of the no-nonsense breed of centre-halves, Wright and Ruddock, but they made a nonsense of the goalkeeper's clearance there. And it just bounced up at an awkward height for Giggs, rather reared up in front of him. He wasn't quite sure when to hit it. Now Cantona! Well, that early goal really has set fire to this match. Redknapp's sold right a little bit short. Here's Ryan Giggs. Oh, perfection! And the boy wonder has done it again. Well, Liverpool brought it upon themselves. Neither Redknapp nor Wright would be too happy with their parts in that, but never mind the reasons for it. Just drool over the talent of Ryan Giggs. The chip teased Grobbelaar, but it beat him all ends up. Wright was a little bit unlucky, but Ryan Giggs, who Manchester United believe is just emerging from one of those little troughs that are bound to come to all young players. And what a way to come out of it. 20 minutes gone, it's 2-0. And 3 in 3 games for Ryan Giggs. And no Liverpool man inside the ground will take it harder than the manager. Ruddock's header away. Barnes caught in possession by Keane, caught very heavily by Ruddock. It's all United at the moment. Keane bursting through Barnes' challenge, but he wasn't going to get through Ruddock's. Well, the slow motion didn't do him any favours, but it was a bit of a hack. Irwin looks the favourite. Kanchelskis, Giggs and McClare are also candidates. Keane is all right. There isn't a single Manchester United player inside the area. It's Irwin. It's three! An untouchable free kick from Dennis Irwin. And 3 in 24 minutes for an untouchable Manchester United. Well, you could put a man on the post for these, but you can put a team on the post for those, and it won't keep them out. It actually hit the stanchion, and Grobbelaar could only watch and wonder at it. A little over a quarter of the game gone, and it's 3-0. Well, last year was stuffed full of championship highlights for Manchester United, but this is the stuff of Manchester United dreams. It's a trouncing, or it will be unless Liverpool can find themselves and find themselves quickly. Dix, Ince with the tackle, away by Bruce. Klopp trying his luck, yes! Amazing! And Nigel Klopp hands the Kop some hope. And Liverpool have a cause to rally around again. A minute between the goals, that's all. Nigel Clough's 7th of the season, a season of ups and downs, but what an up that is. Well, Liverpool were 3-1 up at Spurs just before Christmas, and that finished 3-3. It's certainly not a predictable Liverpool team at the moment. Keane's tackle was very late there. Away by Pallister, only as far as Jones. Matt Manaman. Ruddock. Headed by Pallister. Redknapp on the volley. Caught it well. Well wide in the end. But it's Peter Schmeichel's turn to see plenty of the action. Fowler challenging Pallister well. It was a good advantage played there by the referee earlier because Keane was very late on Clough. Philip Don kept it going. Kanchelskis. It's a strange one from Giggs. A brief lull, though. It's a Liverpool throw. It's penalised. Right for Rush. Bruce got a foot in. Came up Keane. This is Klopp again. He's scored again. Hold the back pages. Liverpool are back in the races with a second goal from Nigel Klopp. Well, he's not really noted for his finishing from that kind of range, but all ride and reputation has gone out of the little window in this wonderful game. Rush actually got a touch on there, and Klopp got rather more than a touch. What next? 3-2, and in this last season of the swaying Standing Kop, a last chance for them to bay at Manchester United from those terraces. It seemed to have gone, but not now. Ince finding Giggs. This is King. McClare onside. Giggs with a great chance off through his legs. Jones in well. Dick's trying to get it clear. What a Barnes. Jones got ahead to it. Cantona with a shot. Well, if there's a consolation, it's that if you miss one chance, you don't have to wait very long for the next one to come along. But Giggs had a great chance there. Robillard did well to save from McClare, but Giggs just couldn't get a foot on it. You can't look away for a second. Clough to Barnes, and Clough's passing has been exquisite tonight. Well held, Schmeichel. Breathless stuff. Paul Parker thoroughly defeated, but Schmeichel's handling was sound. We just don't want it to stop, but half-time is imminent, and really, the players deserve a rest, we all do. Fowler. Pushed by Keane. And there is the half-time whistle. 45 minutes of football to feast on. Made in England, stamped all over it. Steve Bruce started the goal rush, but it's been a game with far more than goals. It's had everything. And Liverpool in particular will hope that there's more where that came from. 3-2 at the break. Manchester United have conceded 3 goals on one occasion this season, and it effectively cost them their place in the European Cup to Galatasaray in October. And if Liverpool can find a third goal in the second half, it'll be cheered at footballing outposts far beyond Anfield. Alex Ferguson knows it's United against the rest from now to the end of the season. Clough. Playing 1-2 off the referee now. He really has passed it well tonight. Dix. Bruce in well, though. Here's Keane. Just waiting for Kanchelskis to get over his shoulder. And Kanchelskis has got the freedom at this corner of Anfield. Hit rudder. Cantona with a chance. Deflected off right corner. Could have been far worse for Liverpool. They're not quite right in defence yet. Kanchelskis is allowed to run there. Wright just backed away. Ruddock and Dix are out of it. Wright eventually got a foot on the ball. Kanchelskis again. Well, on a night of shoot on sight, 1 or 2 are bound to go into orbit. Was a bit of a lash from Andrei Kanchelskis. Straight to Keane. Giggs is on his way ahead of him, and that's a killer pass from Roy Keane. Jones across. Giggs. Oh, great save! Hit with real power by Ryan Giggs. He did have Eric Cantona steaming up to his left, but you can't really blame him for having a go. And I can't believe that the Frenchman would have done any more to stretch Bruce Grobbelaar anyway. He's still got it. Cantona himself will take the corner. Away by Mark Wright. Paul Parker. Pallister. Bruce. McClare. Bruce again. Ruddock in with a challenge. Pallister with a shot. And we're off again. It's incessant. The second half hasn't maybe touched the heights of the first in terms of drama and suspense, but the pace hasn't dropped a yard, and we still don't know how it's going to end. Nigel Clough. Jamie Redknapp. Dix. Clough. Redknapp. Nicely done. Oh, and it's Michael's turn this time to make a marvellous save. Redknapp is victim. When Peter Schmeichel's at full stretch, he's going a very, very long way. Barnes. Clough wanted it earlier. The rush at full stretch couldn't quite reach it. Well, neither keeper really had a save to make in the first half. The goals were just flying past them. And he pushed this away from the penalty area, although he had Irwin there protecting him. Stig Bjørneby there and Steve Nicol are the Liverpool substitutes. Jones just getting a foot in. Ince. Irwin. Cantona. That's beautifully done for Roy Keane. Three to his left. Oh, and Groar makes another good stop. Roy Keane getting a bit of earache from the three men to his left, but once again, you can't ask any more of the player than to force a save of that kind of quality from the opposing goalkeeper. Ruddock with the header. It's come out for Cantona. Keane. Giggs. Cut out by Jones. Nigel Clough. Giggs has got a foot in a game. McManaman has to get it clear. With Manchester United looking as likely to get a fourth as Liverpool are to equalise at the moment, it's just about an even money bet. What you wouldn't bet on is it finishing 3-2. Neil Ruddock. Julian Dix. Fowler. And Bruce in with a tackle that's summed up the night. Total commitment, but honest as the day's long. And here comes the Liverpool substitution with 12 minutes remaining. It's well, a strange one on the face of it, because Steve McManaman will be replaced by the Norwegian fullback Stig Bjørneby. But he's got a sweet left foot. He's quite capable of providing from that side. He stuck a corner on Neil Ruddock's head for a goal at Ipswich on Saturday. And he's got a chance straight away. But he's seen off by Steve Bruce. Robbie Fowler has switched to the right. And John Barnes will now play down the middle alongside Ian Rush. Bjørneby. Keane. Ruddock. Bruce, though. Straight to Rob Jones. Foul by Irwin on Fowler. Well, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, would it? Here's Barnes. Instant control. Crossed in by Fowler. The header spot. Bleeds with 11 minutes to spare. Delight inside a rocking Anfield. And Liverpool, rocking themselves midway through the first half, have clawed back all the ground they lost with an irresistible lead from Neil Ruddock. The substitute Stig Bjørneby just tossed it up for grabs, and there was only ever going to be one winner, and Neil Ruddock says, that's mine. A game that nobody deserves to lose, a game which has surpassed all expectations, a game that's not over yet. Cantona! What a chance! Well, everything that Eric Cantona has touched has turned to gold again this season. Inviting cross from McClair. Cantona couldn't quite add to his collection of headlines. And matches like this can be of far more significance than the bare result. You don't recover from losing a 3-goal lead overnight, and you can't fail to be inspired by retrieving a 3-goal deficit. A Liverpool season that was in need of a lift, and they've lifted the spirits in Blackburn and Leeds and North London and elsewhere too tonight. Ryan Giggs. Away from Ruddock, he's got both McClair and Cantona in support here. Behind McClair, Cantona. Jones it was who got back there. John Barnes. Jamie Redknapp. Is there one last twist for this incredible plot to take? Deep in stoppage time. Björneby. Dix. Club. They've got to get it in there. Away by Bruce again. Mark Wright. Neil Ruddock. He won't stand about on ceremony. It's in towards Fowler. Well dealt with by Irwin, though. Cantona. Was that the last chance to win the game? Fowler says no. Pickpockets Cantona and goes on. Good challenge by Irwin, though. Well, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. A game we'll be talking about long after the season is over. Neil Ruddock gave it his big finish. Nobody could deny that Liverpool and Nigel Clough deserved that. Manchester United bound to be disappointed. What will be lost on them at this moment is that they've been a part of one of the great games. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3.
A great game of football and a wonderful occasion at Anfield last night. United have a 13-point lead in the table now. Liverpool fans will take heart from their thrilling fight back. Looking ahead to the weekend, 3 match-of-the-day programmes for you, all featuring the third round of the FA Cup. On Saturday, highlights from some of the top matches. On Sunday, Manchester United live at Sheffield United. And then on Monday, highlights of Millwall against Arsenal. Hope you'll join us then. But from Anfield, everything has just about cooled down. Good night.
The players are real, but their new teams are imaginary, and their football managers rather unusual. This is fantasy football, a game of 2 halves, reality and fantasy. And it could become a new way of life for Friday nights.
Controversial. It's a goal!
Frank Skinner, David Baddiel and friends present Fantasy Football League beginning Friday, 14th January on BBC 2.